Okay. So, because the save point tossed me back a tiny bit, I had to do a little bit of retroactive work. I made sure and got one more piece of evidence, which was a knife that Lydia had possibly discarded off the side of the council building. But that's really it. There was one more piece of evidence I was missing, but there's really I checked everything, so whatever. I'll lose one piece of evidence. I'll take one hit to my grade. Also, if you can tell, time has passed and my throat is very raspy because I got mono. But I'm getting better now. Don't worry. Nothing's gonna stop me from solving this damn case. Anyway, let's get into it. We already got this part here, but I wanted to go back through. So everyone knows where we are. How do we accuse the killer? Is it as the report states, or did something else happen? Henry Division is alleged to have escaped the desolation cell and murdered the council. Peel back the shroud of inscrutability and bring forward the sweet smile of truth. State your truth. Escaped during execution, broke through the prison bars, headed. For Henry's escape specifically, I actually believe Akiko is involved in this.
Is this a fact?
I believe this was part of a plan by Akiko.
You're out of the hut.
Freak is lying. Marshall broke the primary suspect out of prison. She put him in.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth. Okay. Went to execute Henry, but alleged that Henry escaped at this time. She claims she found him outside the council building. I called witness as I left the desolation cell to go back to the barracks and organize search for Henry. Can anyone confirm that the Grand Marshal returned to the barracks? Marshals confirmed that she went back to the barracks.
I have a bad feeling
However,
about
it is
this.
hard to take their word as they are fiercely loyal to you and refuse to give me any physical evidence. Did you confirm the phone call?
Got it.
Akiko's phone records are apparently classified and the investigator isn't allowed to access them. Witness confirmed he got a call from Akiko.
Crime.
I
not
took Witness's
mine.
phone and analyzed the records at the comms tower. Starlight did some backtracking on the calls and appears Akiko lied. Call she made to Witness wasn't from the desolation cell. Comms tower put her location at the Syndicate HQ, throws her timeline of events into question and puts her near the scene of the crime. Watch your language in the House of Justice. She's lying. Her little pocket calculator is wrong. She hasn't checked my phone. The data is incorrect.
Crime is repulsive.
Ooh, I can do a much better voice with this throat problem right now. I think on the call at Kiko, he couldn't hear the desolation cell's distinctive, dreadful atmosphere or the ocean.
Got it.
Isn't conclusive proof, but it suggests she wasn't where she claimed. Rokhov's secrecy has been lifted to the truth and truth exposed. The Grand Marshal's alibi has been broken.
Me your truth.
Broke procedure.
Ești pe bune?
Hey,
Show me your truth.
I'm just gonna tell you everything, really.
I have a bad feeling about
Thermite
this.
is a military-grade explosive that burns through pretty much anything. What does Starlight know about demons? The freak tried to analyze something that Starlight didn't recognize, and the closest match is thermite. And burns extremely
Is
high
this a
pressure. Akiko used it to
or a
open the
trick?
prison bars and make it look like Henry escaped. This is a lie. A good truth. Please, let us
Show
sample
me your
more.
truth.
Time frame. There's no way Henry could have gotten off the desolation cell, made it to the council building, and done all this shit. There's no way.
I'll kill you.
Respect the civility of the courthouse. Do you have a proper
I'll
response?
kill you.
She's making that up. The freak is making me out to be a liar. She cooked up a little story to time frame me. Did Henry cross the island, get through all the seals, murder the council, and exit the building by this point? Estiprust. He's got a demon in him. The demon gave him speed and strength. There's no evidence to suggest that. That is correct, Grand Marshal. Your word isn't good enough. You're speculating without any evidence to
Show
back
me
it
your
up.
truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth. Yeah. Doctor, was his dosage correct? Yes, Judge. It's been for the last 10 years. Do anything to say the Grand Marshal. Demon inside him tricked us. It waited for the right moment. The inhibitors would have never been right, but we didn't know. Doctor?
Strange.
That's quite the claim. Oh, man, this is actually the first time we're ever having people talk to each other. I'm now realizing. This has been so, like, one-on-one this whole time. This will be interesting. That's quite the claim. It would mean that the demon was capable of plotting and fooling us for a decade. There's no medical evidence to suggest this happened.
Crime cannot hide.
Very convenient that the demon pulled a trick off right at the end of the island. Why not attack sooner? This isn't hard evidence, and I am taking it into
Show
consideration.
me your truth.
Lady Love dies. Henry stands accused by everyone except you. Do the facts lie? Do you believe the official version of the events? No, the truth is distorted.
Crime is repulsive.
Fact is wrong. Facts are wrong. Henry didn't go to the council building by himself. Fuck yeah. This is getting interesting.
Don't test me.
Henry remembers almost nothing about last night except seeing New Night. He specifically remembers seeing the goddess. She didn't speak to him. He saw the goddess. The only statue of New Night is in the barracks, and a normal citizen can't know that because the barracks are classified. Henry has been in the barracks, though. That's where detainees are processed when they're arrested. Statues in the main barrack grounds. Prisoners don't go through there, correct, Akiko? When I was arrested on Island 13, I only ever saw the entrance to the barracks, which connects directly to the underground holding cells. I'm not answering that. It's classified. Grand Marshal, you'll be found in contempt if you refuse to answer. Fine. Arrested individuals are taken through the main gate directly down into the holding
The
cells.
facts and the truth
You
are
could
not
only
the
have
same.
seen New Night if he went through the tunnel that connects to the desolation cell to the barracks. When he was arrested and taken to the desolation cell, he'd have to go through the main barracks grounds, though. That was 10 years ago. He had lost all his memories from that incident. The only thing he remembers is New Night last night. This sounds like a stretch, investigator.
Don't test me.
It's the only way to get to the council building from the desolation cell in the window of time stated is via in front of the gate to the HQ. I don't care, DoorDash. I am not delivering for you right now. The Nightmare computer logs in on HQ entrance have no record of Henry going through them. I don't believe he went through them. If he didn't go through the entrance, this whole case is thrown into disarray. Demonic sigils that cover Henry's body were found dabbled at the blood at the scene of the first sealed marshals. What of them? Henry doesn't draw those symbols. There's no records of this occurring, and this is not in line with how the demon inside him behaves. Sigils formed on a skim through projection of demonic language from the demon itself. The demon scorched him with its own anger. Did the demon take him and draw them? No, the demon doesn't micromanage Henry's actions. It just sets him on a path. Henry doesn't speak the demon's language either. I find it unlikely that Henry would perfectly recreate sigils from a language he doesn't speak. How did they get that? a good question. Most likely drawn by whoever was trying to frame Henry. Only if he had a mirror in that time to do it. Very well. Excellent work. You have taken the lid off of the box containing the truth. Henry's alibi is broken.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth. I have nothing to present. You have proven that the official version of events for Kiko and Henry's movements last night are totally fantasy. Combined with your evidence, you have created the truth that glints brightly on the light shown by the facts. I have considered your truth, ruminated on the implications, soaked in the facts, steeped the leaves in veracity, examined the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave it to the impartial sword of justice within me to stab through the heart that lies and let the blood of truth flow. A truth is revealed, a truth is known, a truth proves Akiko guilty. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? The harsh light of truth has shone upon your crime, and you shall be sentenced to death. You were sworn to protect our beloved council. You pledged your blade for so long. You were a beacon of purity. Now you will be executed, and the marshals will lose their leader. The island sequences will never be the same again. Why did you do it? You said you wouldn't hang for this. I beg your pardon, Grand Marshal. That was never part of the plan, you pompous tariff. Who are you talking to? Caramelina, you said that this would work. Now I have a gun to my head? Am I going down for this? If I'm going down for this, so are
The
you.
ravings of the guilty lashing out.
I have no idea what she's talking about. Tell us everything, Akiko. You have nothing left to lose. If you were set up, you can have revenge. You promised to induct my soldiers into the syndicate if I helped you. Now I'm going to be executed. You used me. You weren't careful enough, and now I'm going to die. I faked Henry's escape. I was supposed to deliver him to the outside of the council building, phone witness, and report that I'd found him after the council were dead.
How dare you?
She's lying. She's been found out on her own little scheme, and now she's trying to take innocent people down with her. I took Henry through the barracks to the council building. The official report is a lie. Lady Love dies? Sounds like a conspiracy, Judge. Open a case file.
Carmelina's conspiracy.
Okay. Judge has passed. Your facts have become the truth. While you're in here, you do not have access to the phones you have been using to record your progress. Would you like me to save your progress? Yes! Thank you! Thank you! I will save your progress before the next trial begins. So... do they die now? Or do they stick around? Everyone must stick around until the end, right? But is she still convicted of death? Pretty crazy. Pretty dang crazy. Okay. Starlight has logged Henry's possession a decade ago as a case file related to the murder. Let's see. Ugh. I really think it's just Yuri, yeah. Alright, bud. Get the fuck up here.
Paradise feels wrong.
I believe Yuri pushed Henry down the path of possession.
Pathetic.
I thought you were supposed to be an investigation freak. You've got nothing on me.
Show me your truth.
Construct a truth.
I have a bad
Safe
feeling
in Henry's
about
apartment
this.
is one of the forbidden tomes of demonology. What's that got to do with me? Which book? The Grimoire of Magia. A frightful tome. How did a citizen come to obtain such a one of restricted texts?
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Henry told me a stranger supplied him with a tome that would lead to his possession. Someone took a shine to him and slipped him a restricted text. And you think it was me? You're a joke. I had nothing to do with this. I don't consort with civilians. You need better evidence
Show
than
me
this.
your
Present
truth.
your evidence.
Crime cannot hide.
Yuri accessed the vault that contains the book on demonology. I believe Yuri took the books on demonology and gave them to Henry, preying on the vulnerable mind and pushing him towards communication with the gods. Plan was for him to become possessed.
How dare you?
A freak wouldn't know a plan if she saw it. She's just making up stories and you're going along with it.
Got nothing on
Exile caused her brain to rot. You're letting the freak fool you with lies, speculation, and
I
fiction.
don't like this.
The plan will become clear in later case files. There is a conspiracy at play and I need you to trust me. If I get this wrong, you can reverse this conviction. I'll go back to the Idle Lands and Yuri can walk free. Someone committed the crime to end all crimes, and the path to truth is a winding one.
Believe what you want.
We cannot go on trust. This is not justice. Do not dare to lecture me on justice. I am justice incarnate. The court trusts the investigator.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence, construct a truth. I have considered your truth, ruminated, yes, all these things. There is no jury here.
The court
Yuri
finds
guilty.
you.
This is
Know who I
unacceptable.
am.
You know who I am. I have been chosen. I will be next. I will be on the next council. This freak has taken away my destiny. I will burn the syndicate to the ground.
I am the leader.
Yuri, be quiet. No, I'm the blessed servant of my goddess. I was destined for greatness. I helped you and now I'm going to die.
We have achieved perfection.
These are the ravings of someone deceived by the gods that's been caught
I
out.
don't like this.
Ooh, is this true?
You don't know me.
She promised me a seat on the new council and retrieved enchanted blue from the new world. Real world.
How dare you?
I
Nonsense.
will be on the next
I got
council.
Henry the books on demonology, set him down the dark path. The plan needed the island to end. Henry proved the answer, provided the answer. Truth lies within a conspiracy. Alright, so we've got two convicts. So we've confirmed two people that we're murdering now? Is this what's happening? I don't feel like I'm understanding the full weight of what's happening here quite yet. Am I murdering two people as of this point? Yes, I would like to save again. Two truths have already been discovered and we're only 18 minutes in.
Saved.
Oh boy, maybe I will be able to do this whole thing in one sweep. Let's see. The murder of Grace Bloodlines. I'm gonna blow my nose real quick. Give me. Pardon. Alright, let's get back to it. Was murdered 10 years ago. I pressed over the persisted over the trial. I saw the sun's light cast a shadow from terror and leave only truth visible. You didn't have me on the island 10 years ago. Do those terrible events from a decade ago have a link to the tragedy of last night? I investigated it at the behest of One Last Kiss. It was One Last Kiss. The ghost of Grace Bloodlines. She's on this island. The ghost of a murder victim 10 years ago on this island.
Do you understand,
Is that
investigator?
so hard to believe, Judge? Can you prove you are who you say you are? Haunted complex crescent drifting sand satellite. Unique blood
Got
code.
it.
One last kiss asked me to find her resting spot. I unlocked her blood vial and she confirmed the code. It's so nice to see everyone again. What do you have to do with the murder last night?
Investigator.
I was murdered 10 years ago. Allegedly by Henry, who everyone here would have believed is a council murderer.
All would benefit from a crime
It makes
like
you
these.
think, doesn't it? What if the two are linked? She believed there was more to it than the official version of events. Do you suspect her? No, I believe she is a victim in all this. Well done, investigator. You have seen the truth clearly. Paradise gets even more bizarre. The trials continue. Lady Love dies. Drive us along the highway of truth. Wait. Okay. There is info on 3 people here. Yes, okay. Henry, guilt verdict. Henry's found guilty. He strangled her. Grace Bloodlines was scarred with saying, yeah, but Henry has no memory of killing her. Believes he did. Henry strangles his mother, Rena, leaving demonic sigils on her body. Same as Grace Bloodlines. Accompanied her to Henry's exorcism. When Akiko left, Grace was alone with Henry. It was to speak with Carmelina. While she was en route to Henry's exorcism, sent a message to Akiko telling her to leave Grace unattended for Henry. With Henry, she forgot to encrypt it. From her examination, looking closely, you can see bruising. The marks aren't uniform. There is an area of more pressure. Doomjess thinks it is a wedding ring. Carolina used to wear a wedding ring. She was married to Witness. They split after the events of 10 years ago. Kiko broke procedure on someone's behest. Or carved into her. Henry didn't have a knife, but Akiko did. Claims to have not known how the sigils came. Contradicted the report of Grace. Okay, I think it was. Yeah, let's go for it. Could be wrong here,
Paradise
but
feels wrong.
this is nonsense. You have no
Show
evidence.
me your truth.
This is unusual, as it would place Carmelina in an unnecessary amount of danger. Must be unusual, but it doesn't prove she is the perpetrator.
Craft is its own reward.
May have placed me in danger, but the pursuit of knowledge sometimes
Show me your
requires
truth.
risk. While Grace and Carmelina were en route, there was a text. This message was intercepted before it was scrubbed from the server.
We have achieved perfection.
I have no recollection of this. It sounds like a
Show
fabrication.
me your truth.
Body had been excluded from the report and hidden in the barrack server. Person had a wedding ring on.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Craft is its own
This
reward.
is tenuous, isn't it? Anything could have caused that mark, couldn't it?
The island is
Doctor.
about to end.
It is my firm opinion this was done by a ring worn on a wedding finger. Bruising can contain very detailed information.
I am the leader.
Preposterous! The doctor would say anything to a pretty face.
Investigator.
Back off, architect.
What?
Leader. We'll see about that.
Don't test
Yuri gave
me.
Henry demonology books. Henry was being set up at the end of the island and possibly be a scapegoat for the murder of the council.
Sure.
Dead exorcist means that the demon in Henry would still be around and useful when it became the time to pin the blame on someone last night. When Henry didn't kill Grace Bloodlines, Yuko stepped in to frame Henry, giving him a history of murder. Sounds like a conspiracy, investigator. I believe so, Judge.
It is cowardly. to
Absolutely
intimidate,
not.
investigator.
This is a farce. Hold your tongue in the halls of justice.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Okay. Really get in
The
there.
court finds Carmelina.
Guilty. So this is the truth. Thank you for your work, investigator.
What?
How dare
This
you?
is nonsense.
The trial is
How
over.
dare you?
Henry will be executed and the freak will be sent back to the Idle Lands. This is my courtroom. I am justice incarnate. You do not have the authority to end the trials. You have been found guilty. You will receive your punishment. The trials continue. It's getting spicy up in here. We've already convicted 3 people. We haven't even gotten into the heavy shit. This is just side stuff. What about her dog? Well, you're in here. You do not. Oh, yeah. So that's 3 already. How many did we have?
Getting saved.
Dun-dun-dun. Ah, yes. Who killed the Holy Seal Marshals? Reached out for the Holy Seal Guards. They were butchered at their post. Who snatched the life from them? Was it the accused, or is there another truth sulking in perpetuity? They are elite marshals and gave their lives guarding their beloved council. How were they killed and why?
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
Please review your case file and confirm. A lot of info specifically pointed against her. Only access a terminal that contains a secret. It looks like Sam opened the blood lock on the 3rd. Lydia's knife. Damaged grate. Yeah. I think there is a lot more evidence of the Grand Marshal killing her own guards. So get the fuck
facts and
back
the
up
truth
here.
are not.
You're out of your mind!
Show me your truth.
They're not your marshals.
I have a bad feeling about
Dead bodies
this.
of the first seal aren't marshals. That's a lie. Were you with the real marshals? Or in the barracks? Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? Grand Marshal, this is a courtroom. Keep your language in check.
I have a bad feeling about
A
this.
blood sample from the dead guards doesn't match any records for the marshals. She's lying. Your little PDA got it wrong. Did Starlight get it wrong? Is that really the
Paradise
truth?
feels
This is the truth,
wrong.
Judge. The blood doesn't match. Those bodies are not marshals.
Don't test me.
Dr. Junjaz told me the server containing the necessary blood vials had been corrupted.
How?
The system's automated backups failed. I checked it on one of the moon. Checked the one on the moon that had been corrupted as well. Can we recover the data? The only people that can do that are on the next island and we're in lockdown. Do you suspect foul play? There's no way to tell. Troubling. Carry on, investigator.
Crime is repulsive.
Kiko refuses to let Doomjazz examine the body. She didn't want to dishonor their sacrifice. This is a break in procedure. They gave their lives in service. Their body should not be desecrated by an examination.
Is this a fact?
Believe she was
or a
trying to hide
truth?
that the body didn't match.
When
Why?
love dies,
Kiko is in
all that
relationship with
remains
Captain
are the
Voth, who was
facts.
stationed at the first seal last night. Don't you dare say his name. How do you know this love
I don't
dies?
like
Crimson
this.
testified it. Miss Acid? I can't divulge my sources, but it's true.
Paradise feels
Relationships between the Grand Marshal and her troops are expressly forbidden. Dr. Junjaz testified the council had found. Oh my god, so much info.
You've got this wrong.
Sorry, Kiko. I never thought you were involved in any of this. I'm on duty, bound to aid an investigation. Did it work? Did you get laid? Do not taint the sanctity of this Church of
Got
Truth.
it.
That council are going to strip her of authority in the next island. Soldiers are sworn to give their life in service. As their commander, I didn't take the honor and glorious death for them. Bodies weren't switched. You've made this up.
Paradise feels wrong.
Barracks have become Akiko's own private fiefdom. The marshals are not loyal to the syndicate or the gods. They're loyal to her.
When love dies,
Any proof she can magic
all
up from
that
the
remains
barracks
are the
can't be
facts.
trusted.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
She knows about the murder and switched them.
The facts and the truth are not the same. I have a bad feeling about
But they are
this.
unaccounted for. They were never logged back into the prison after being removed.
Don't test me.
Maintenance shed near the council building shows signs of habitation where there are drag marks and human waste inside.
Crime cannot hide.
Kiko stored them and they were switched.
Show me your truth.
Got it.
Lacerations on their throat are ragged. This indicates nicks and damage caused by it. Akiko's sword is battle damaged and would cause this messy laceration. Kiko staged the guard's murders and scapegoated Henry. This fits her plan on faking Henry's escape.
I don't like
Got
this.
more case files to go judge. What about the blade Henry found?
Don't test me.
Henry's blade was new. Perfect. It doesn't have a serrated edge. It wouldn't have made a ragged cut.
Crime cannot hide. I don't like this.
Got too cocky, so it didn't use the right blade to kill the guards.
Show me your truth.
Alibi has been broken.
Show me your truth.
Crime cannot hide.
Do you have anything else?
Show me your truth.
Truth is revealed. Truth proves
Is
Akiko
this a
guilty.
fact?
I'll kill you.
I was ordered to kill my troops. I would never do that. Bonds born to the battlefield cannot be broken.
You have no evidence.
That's a
You
lie.
have no evidence.
She's lying. I switched the guards out for prisoners and killed the fakes. Told us about the rest of your
Do
involvement.
you want to die?
Are you stupid?
Soldiers of
Before
honor.
all of this, I was a soldier. I will be a soldier until I die. Soldiers always see their missions through. I am not going to have my name further tarnished if you haven't got the evidence. I will be executed regardless. Soldiers must maintain their dignity no matter what. Alright, you're double dead, ma'am. Enjoy. Crime number 4 dealt with.
Getting saved.
Okay, what's our next one? Yes, KHX. I don't quite remember what happened to him, but we'll get back to it. I'm thinking we're probably about halfway through the case files now, and we're at our 30-minute mark, so I think I may go ahead and cut this here and record the finale after this. So, hope you're excited. It's for the exciting conclusion of Paradise Killer, where we murder all of our friends, apparently. Goodbye.